Hello and welcome back to another video. Try to continue our Hexcrawl adventure by using Heroes of Adventure. Uh, in the last session, our heroes they failed on going deep um, in a sanctuary, in a shrine, in the hills, in this hex here, and now they already rested in the last session as well, with no further encounters, and yeah, they are frustrated. And I think that now they should go explore the other hexes around it. There are a lot of space that we need to explore. I would say that maybe this whole region here should be explored. I do not have a region name too, but I can just check this afterwards. I haven't actually even chosen a name to this settlement. And when I was playing another game, actually, I just realized that in this book we do have some name generators, at least for settlement. So I can use this. Let me check the page. So it's page 24. Let's see, 24. Yes, 24. But I'm actually the 25. We have this settlement name table. So I will just roll just to know our settlement name. It should be 2d20. So I'm going to roll here. The first one is this one. So 20 and 15. So 20 is white or green, and 15 is Thorpe or Worth. This is plain. I will just call it White Worth. So let me just write this down. So it's White Worth. So this is our settlement name. I will put the name afterwards. Okay, so we are in the morning already. We now need to go to another hex, and for that I need to roll my 2d6. We are in a hills environment. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not sure where I'm going to explore, so I will roll 1, 2, 3, or 4. 4. Okay, so we keep going. We are going down. Okay. So we move to here, and let's roll now what the terrain type we have. So 2d6. And I have a 5. And 5 is hills and forests. Okay, good transition. So hills and forests. And then I need to roll a d6 and a d8. Oh, actually, first, I always forget about my own rules. In order to move, I need to travel, and I need to roll senses and navigate. So let's roll navigate first. Let me just put this aside. So navigate, I think the best one it's wilderness survival. It's the best one is Thomas with a d20 and a d6. So let's roll. Oh, we failed. We failed. Okay. What does it mean? On a failure roll an event. Okay, I should roll an event. What type of event we would have here? I need to check. I recently I've created a random encounters booklet available on itch.io for free, and actually I could have got this before. Yeah, and I could use it. But as I said, for this game, I would like to use my only the Heroes of Adventure material. So for an event, I'm going to roll random encounter by using Heroes of Adventure referee's guide, and we do have random encounters on page 36. So 36, let's see what we have. 36. I will need to take some notes. So let's roll. First result is 7. 7 what? What it is? It's a level 2 monster. Okay. Level 2 monster. And the motivation is 7 again. Investigating. Reaction 12. Cautious. And complication 14. 14 is some betrayal. Okay. So depending on the monster, maybe if it's a humanoid, it could be like, I'm going to be alive, but actually it's going to betray them. It could be something like this. Let's just think a little bit. I need to roll senses because we could see it and maybe we could avoid it or not. So let me see. Senses D4, I think D4 is the highest die that we have. So let's roll senses. The weather is okay, the terrain, it's hills and forests, but I think 10 is enough. And it's 17. 17 on senses. Scouting actually is, if encounter, it can be avoided. So if we wish, we can avoid this encounter. Let's see what monster it is. Let's see here in this the monster compendium. It's a level 2, so it should not be so much stronger than us, but it could be more than one actually. We have, let's do like this. I know that we have 15 options here, so I'm going to roll 3d6 just to see the monster type, and then we can see if we have a level 2 there. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, oh actually 16, 17. Yeah, we do not have 18, but okay. Okay, so 6, 8, 10. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fey. So 32. 32 is, we have a level 3 Oh, changeling. 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 They are level 3 creatures, but I could try to make I would say a younger version, maybe less weaker version of this changeling, just reducing maybe health or the skill die, or maybe both. Yeah, but I think this makes sense. Or actually, instead of rolling how many we have, because we could have two, I could just keep one. And changeling would fit really good with this complication, some betrayal. So it's going to be a changeling. So let's roll lore, just to understand a little bit about this changeling. And 1. Changelings are intelligent creatures, often mischievous. Okay. I'm not sure about the meaning of mischievous, but I can understand that it's something related to intelligent, right? I'm not going to look into the dictionary right now. So, and we have hooks here. 2. On a mission to kill someone. Okay, so this changeling is in a mission to kill someone, and we are going to find it investigating cautiously. Okay, so I'm not sure who this changeling is trying to kill. It could be a human, it could be another creature, another changeling, but right now I'm not going to be concerned about it. I just know that this changeling is investigating cautiously, and there are some betrayal in the complication. It could betray our group, it could betray someone else, not sure. And okay, so let me think a little bit about this scene. So our group sees this changeling, and changeling usually, I'm not sure if they are always with let's ask the oracle. We have the oracle in this book, so I'm going to roll on the fate table, because I'm going to ask some questions. And the first question is, okay, our group sees this this person. Is it in a different form? I mean, is the changeling transformed into someone else? It is in its original form. I would say that probably it is not in the original form. So I can just ask, is it in the original form? And I'm going to roll 2 d20s, and I think that most likely it's not in the original form. So is it in the original form? And I need to get the lowest number from those two dice. One is 20 and another one is 10. So 10 says interruption or change to circumstance. So I do not have an answer. So what I think is that this changeling. Okay, so we have another event. I think this is what we have. So I think that maybe we cannot identify exactly the race or who it is. Maybe we can just see that there is a humanoid there, but we are not sure. But as we rolled something, I think something should happen. So let's try to get some inspiration, bring some inspiration to the table. And for that, let's try something new. I've just bought these Ori story cubes, fantasy. So I'm going to use these just to see. For the first time, I received this today, and we have again 9 dice. I always say dice. It's confusing. Okay, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to get. I'm going to get at least one and roll randomly. I'm not looking. So maybe this one here. And let's roll. And I got this symbol here. Okay, this is... Oh, I already know. Okay, I think... But it says that he was investigating. Okay, so I think that this changeling has a prisoner, or he captured someone, and I think he is interrogating this person. Okay, this sounds good. Let me see if something else can help us. And it's like a labyrinth or a puzzle. So okay, so this changeling is investigating. I have an idea. Okay, great. Okay, what I think happened was we see it. We hear some screams. Someone is screaming in the forest, and what we see is a person kind of trying. How can I say this? Oh man, the words are not here today. So when you try to interrogate someone by using force, torture, yes, this is the word. So I think that we hear screams, and we try to approach cautiously, and for that I think that I need to roll agility. Maybe just one of them can go there, and I think that it would be with agility. Willow, I would say Thomas. Thomas just try to approach cautiously. Let's roll to see if I succeeded in it. And I don't. I rolled a 3. Oh man. Okay, so I think Thomas says to the group, just stay here. I'm going to approach cautiously to see what's going on. And I think as soon as Thomas tried to approach, I think he steps in a trap. Maybe that kind of trap that there is a rope, and then when you step in, it get you and put you in a tree. You are hanging in a tree, and I think that is the case right now. So Thomas just stepped in a trap, and he's trapped in a tree, and yeah, of course it the changeling can hear it, and I think that immediately he asks who's there, and he tries to he has a weapon, and I think he tries to see first who is in this who is in the area, and the person that is being interrogated or tortured by it just asks for help. Just yells a lot, and of course Phineas, Ragnar, and Willow see it, and they approach. So yeah, now we are in a tough situation here, because we tried to approach cautiously, and we couldn't. So what happens? Yeah, I think Ragnar, would you try to immediately go to save Thomas? But I think that Phineas or Willow, they would say, Ragnar, just stay. We do not know what's going on there. So please, let's hide and let's see. Thomas is fine. He's just trapped. and I think that they will try to hide. And in order to hide, I would say that we need to check. Um, I would need to check. Well, it's not this book. What is the book? This one. 32. Okay, we have the changeling here, and they are going to try to hide. And for hiding, I think we can roll. We can roll agility for that. And Hagina does not have any bonus, so I'm going to do a group roll by using Hagina's agility that is 0. So let me roll 13. Cool. So we succeeded in it. So immediately Phineas, Willow, and Ragnar, they just hide and they just see Thomas and the tree, hanging on the tree, and then this changeling, this humanoid, just appears with a weapon in its hands. But I said that I would do a pose roll, so we have 13. But the changeling has a skill die of d6, meaning that I can roll d20 and a d6, and if I succeed the 13, it means that the changeling is able to detect the group that is hiding. 21. Okay, so what I think is the changeling approach with a weapon in its hands, and it is a woman or a man. 1, 2, 3 women, 4, 5, 6 men. So it's a man. Okay, holding, I would say a human, holding a sword. He approached Thomas, and immediately he senses that Thomas is not alone. So he just put the sword in Thomas' neck and yells, whoever is here, you should step, just show yourselves, otherwise I will kill your friend. And I think Ragnar, Phineas, and Willow, of course, they don't want this to happen, so they just step out of the trees. And I think, let's see, we do not have guile. Anyone has guile. So I think that maybe Phineas would say, sorry, we just heard some screams, but we are not here to cause you any harm. We are friendly. So do you need any help? So I'm going to roll guile just to see if he can convince these changeling that they are not here for them. 1. Okay, so 1 is a critical fail. Oh man. Okay. Maybe it's too much, but what I think that should happen here is that this changeling, he does not believe, definitely, and he's afraid that maybe more people are trying to get him. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I think he just strikes Thomas with his sword, and as Thomas is trapped, there's nothing that he can do. So I'm just going to roll the damage, and let me just see if I have this damage here. Yeah, it's a D8. So I'm just going to roll a D8, because I don't think that he tries to kill Thomas immediately. I think he just slash with his sword. So 5 damage. So 5 damage to Thomas that yells. feeling pain. Oh man. Okay, so if he strikes again, Thomas might be dead. I think that Ragnar immediately steps forward and gets his weapon, but I think that Phineas and Willow, they try to hold Ragnar because it could mean that Thomas is going to be dead if he is struck again. Oh, tough situation. Um, yeah, but maybe if they decide to attack, yeah, I think we need to go to a combat here. There is no other way. They already failed. The changeling already struck it. Thomas. So let's roll initiative and see what happens. Okay, so I have Thomas will not act definitely. Maybe Thomas can try to free himself somehow. Maybe getting let's see his dagger and try to cut the rope. Maybe so. Thomas, and then we have Phineas, and then Ragnar, and then Willow, and then the changeling. So I'm going to roll for the changeling first. It's 19. It's a lot. And next is Thomas. Thomas is going to be the last one. Just put like this because he's no, it isn't fair. So let's roll for him too. So it's 7. So Phineas agility d4, 23. Great. And Ragnar does not have agility, so 9. And Willow agility d4 too. So let's roll. 18. Okay, so is Phineas goes first. And Phineas has nature magic. And with this nature magic, he has these animate plants. And I think that this is what he's going to try to do. We are in a forest, so I think that he is going to try to entangle these changeling by using the plants, maybe trying to hold his arms in order to avoid any further damage to Thomas. I think this sounds good. So animate plants animates a plant which acts under the cast command. Okay, so let's try this. Let's try to hold this changeling by use magic, and in the end, this is a range. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll magic first. Let's see if I succeeded in it. So I need to spend health. So Phineas needs to spend health. Just 1, 7, and I need to roll magic. Okay, 23. This is a critical, meaning that I can charge this spell. So this spell can be even stronger. So what I'm going to do is the changeling need to beat a challenge, a target number of 15 in order to avoid of being grabbed by these plants. So I need to roll the 20 and the 6 and get more than 15 and 16, and yeah, succeeded. Okay, the plant is Phineas can control this plant for the entire combat, but right now it wasn't able to hold the changeling. So the next one is the changeling. Okay, let's see. They are. I have one there. The changeling could try just to kill Thomas and run. I think it would do this. Of course, I can only do one action, or run or attack. But I think, not sure. Let's try to roll. This is cautious, but maybe I should roll. Um, let's see. Let's see, because we have this reaction table, and I'm going to roll the reaction just to see if we get something from it. 18, a very good outcome. Friendly. Okay, friendly, definitely it's not going to be. So what I think, very good outcome is that this changeling just run, just run away. He sees that he cannot defeat three adventurers. He sees Ragnar maybe yelling to him or looking at him, and he just sees that, okay, it doesn't worth, and he doesn't want as well to have this group going after him. So he just decided of not killing, to not kill Thomas, because it could bring this group afterwards, uh, trying to get some revenge. So he just run away. So the challenge is just run. But he left this person behind, right? So this person that was being tortured is there, and we do not know who they are. So we can roll at NPC. I think we do have an NPC. We have, yeah, page 40. And I think we can roll an NPC and try to see who this person is. There are some, yeah, let's roll a d6. We have a table here that shows us some NPC attributes. So it could be a common person, a known person, someone with some kind of reputation and well-known, or even a local hero. But if it is a local hero, it's just a level 1 character. So I'm going to roll 1d6 and see. 4. 4 says reputed. So reputed, someone with some reputation. Where? I do not know, because we are not so close. We are here. So, and the settlement is here. Whiteworth. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes is not too far, but yeah, but it's not an adventure. It's not a local hero. So it could be. Let's see who he is. Let's roll first. 1, 2, 3 female, 4, 5, 6 male. So it's a woman. Okay, and her name is. Just erase this. Her name is. Okay, we have 3 options here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Waverly. I can't pronounce this. I would say her name is Verly. Verly. This is her name. Okay, and what is her occupation? I should roll 1d10 and 1d20. So let's roll 6 and 4. 6 and 4. A carpenter. Really? A carpenter? Oh, actually, I should roll a d20, two d20. Sorry. Let's roll again. So this one is for let me show the table, it's easier. So the purple one is going to be these lines above, and the blue one is going to be the columns. So 20. Okay, war and justice. And number 2, a bounty hunter. A bounty hunter. Okay. So this woman is a bounty hunter. And maybe she was hunting this changeling. Bounty hunter. Maybe let's think. The changeling is trying to kill someone, and he was investigating by torturing Verley. Verley is a bounty hunter, maybe hired by this person to kill or to capture the changeling first. Yes, it sounds good. And we can roll appearance and a personality. So the purple one is the appearance. So 15. So she's rich or well off. So I would say her clothes are really, really they're fine clothes. And she's self-important or vain. Okay, let me just write this. Self-important, vain. I'm going to just write fine clothes. Okay, so the party just rescue Verly, and I think Verly. I'm not sure if there is any other settlement nearby, um, but I can just ask the Oracle if, because of course I'm not going to role play everything, but I can just say is that the party just ask Verly, and would Verly tells them who she is, who she is. I mean, truly, I do not know. So let's see the reaction table for her. So it's 10. And then says cautious. Okay, so she's cautious, of course, because so she doesn't tell everything, or maybe she doesn't tell anything. But of course, she is wounded and she needs some kind of help. So she just decides to not tell that she's about Hunter, or exactly who she is. I think she just tells her name, and yeah, and maybe she needs something from them. She needs to go back. Is she from Whiteworth, or is she from another settlement? I would say that she's likely from Whiteworth. So for that, I'm going to roll 2 dice and pick the highest number. Is she from Whiteworth? That then, oh man, interruption or change to circumstance. Okay, so something else happens again. Okay, maybe during the conversation something happens, and let's see what happens. I could just get my Rory Story cubes again, and randomly I'm going to get 1 die, and let me roll, and I get again same symbol, and I'm going to get another die here randomly as well. Okay, oh, sorry. Maybe this one. Let me roll it. Treasure. or a chest, but it seems a chest with a treasure or something value. Okay, so what I understand from here, maybe I could try a third die. So I'm going to use this one, and let's roll. What is it? What is it? Is this a person flying? Oh man, I have an idea. One thing in the solo playing is that a lot of people says is just go with your first idea. What I see here is this bounty hunter is precious. She has some value to the changeling. So as we got the same symbol as before, I would say that the changeling just come back for some reason, because the bounty hunter should be eliminated, or the changeling really needs the information from this bounty hunter. And what I understand when I see this image here is this changeling maybe jumping from a tree or from a higher ground onto the players, onto the groups, attacking them. But I don't think that this is going to happen right now. What I think is that the changeling from a distance tries to follow the group, and as soon as it has an opportunity, it will try to kill or capture the bounty hunter. So far we've just rolled and we move it from here to here. We now have this bounty hunter. We have Verlee with us. I'm still not sure if she belongs to the settlement, so I would need to ask again, because I really need to have this information. So I'm going to ask again. And please, I do not need more events. So is it Verlee from Whiteworth? And I think probably yes. So I'm going to take the highest number, 19. And the answer is yes, and some assistance. So what I think is that Verlee says that if the group brings her back to Whiteworth, they will be rewarded. And she talks about a lot of money. And she is wounded, and I think that the group accept this offer, definitely. And now the group that is here will move back to the settlement. They will escort her. But remember that during the night, the changeling is going to try something. So we are in the morning here. We were in the morning, then afternoon, so we can move back to these hills. And I'm going to roll again at D6 and at D20. In these hills, we saw that dragons battling or fighting to each other. And we have a random encounter. And actually, I will not say that this is a random encounter. This is actually the encounter that we are going to have during the night. Now we need to roll let's roll everything, because I just forgot again to roll navigate. So let's roll navigate first to see if we successfully move from one hex to another. So I think it's 36, 17. Yes, cool. So success, travel with no delays, and let's roll no encounter, so there is no need to roll senses right now. So I'm going to roll camping, d6 as well, and 13. So 13 means that we decrease the chance of an encounter during the night, but it's not going to happen. And I need to roll watch, and for the watch I need to roll senses. But first let's roll 1d4 to see who is going to be watching when the changeling decides to try to get early. So 1d4, 3, Ragnar. So Ragnar is in his turn watching, guarding his group. They are sleeping, and let's see if he succeeds in his senses. He does not have any bonus, so just a d20. It's going to be a pulse check. So the purple dice are going to be the changeling, and the blue is going to be Ragnar. And we have a 17 against 12, meaning that the changeling can go through the camp. And I think, of course, they are not sleeping all together. I think they have their bedrolls spread. They have good area. How would the changeling approach this situation? Would it try to attack Ragnar sneakily, or it would try to just get Verli somehow? Does it have any special power? Humanoid creatures of magic with the ability to change its form to that of another creature at will. At will. So it could try just to change. Man, I'm just trying to think in a good way that this changeling could try to get the Verli from this group. I think the changeling is strong. He's a level 3 creature. He's very intelligent, so I think he will try to lure Ragnar's attention to one side, and I think that Ragnar, as soon as he sees that Ragnar would go, maybe try to lure Ragnar to a trap. Yes, exactly this. And then it would try to get to transform, to change its form to Ragnar's form, and then infiltrates. I'm pretty sure that this changeling knows that it will be really hard to beat Ragnar without getting the attention of the other group members. So maybe it has some kind of poison or sleep poison or something like this that can make Ragnar sleep. Or yeah, let's just go with it. So I think that it tries to lure Ragnar. So Ragnar hears something, and as we already roll, Ragnar does not notice anything apart from a noise in a direction. So Ragnar could could just go check. He doesn't need to wake up anyone. He's a warrior. He's a soldier. So I don't think he will just say, people just pay attention. I've heard a noise, because it could be anything. It could be just a animal in the forest. So, and his colleagues need to sleep. So I think Ragnar goes in the direction of the sound, and he's trying to pay attention, of course. So I'm going to roll his senses just to see if he feels or if he sees any signal of a trap. And but I already rolled, right? So yeah, I'm not going to roll again. So the only thing that I think is, as soon as Ragnar walks, I think he feels some kind of needle, or and I need to roll his fortitude, and I need to beat 15 in order to not sleep. So let's see. 12. Oh, exactly 15. Great. Okay, so yeah, so the changeling was not counting on it. So Ragnar steps in a trap or something, or maybe it just throws a dart to Ragnar, and Ragnar feels a little bit dizzy, but immediately he sees the dart on him, and he yells, and yeah, that someone is here, wake up. Then Willow, Phineas, and Thomas, they wake up, and I think that, yeah, the changeling just attacks. I think he just attacks Ragnar. He cannot lose the opportunity. So Ragnar right now is alone. The other people are still sleeping, so it would take some time until they get here. So let's just roll initiative. Although Ragnar does not know exactly where the changeling is, but yeah. So let's just roll. Ragnar 12, and the changeling 15. So the changeling goes first. So Ragnar just yells, and the changeling just goes and in his direction, just appears from the darkness of the wood and attacks Ragnar. But what is strange that is Ragnar sees himself coming in his direction with a sword in his hand, attacking. So he's kind of, what's going on? So Ragnar defense is 13, and 13 we roll 22, almost a critical one. So Ragnar just takes 1d8, 4 damage. I'm just going to keep his Ragnar takes 4 damage. Okay, so yeah, Ragnar yells and keep yelling, trying to call his friends, but at the same time he sees himself attacking him, so he just attacks back. So I did 20 and a d4, and I need to beat 10, and it's a 9. I don't believe, man. Okay, so Ragnar just misses. I would say that everyone can hear Ragnar yelling, but it will take more time. So they just wake up and just try to understand where Ragnar is. They're trying to identify the direction of the sound. So these round, they are going still to wake up and try to follow the direction of the scream, the yell. So they will not act right now. So I'm going to roll again, and the purple one, of course, is the changeling. 21, so the changeling goes first again. So the changelings just keep attacking Ragnar. Oh, it's a critical one. Okay, so we have several options. The first thing is the damage. So 4 again. So Ragnar took 8 damage in total. And if we go to the rules, we have some outcomes when we roll a critical. So on page 6, we have here actually 7. No, it's 8. So combat maneuver. So it could disarm him, or grapple, or push, or pull, or stun. So or target the weapon or the armor. So I think I'm going to roll a d4 just because this 4 makes more sense. So 1, disarm. Okay, so Ragnar takes the damage and loses his weapon as well. So he cannot attack with his what was his weapon? Longsword. So he needs to use another weapon. He has his spear still. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so Ragnar cannot attack this turn because he's going to take his spear. He loses his weapon, and he tried to take his spear, and that's his turn. And I think that now was the time when Phineas, Willow, and Thomas just arrive, and they see two Ragnars. And they do not know who they are, who is the real one. They are just confused, of course, when they see it. And I think I need to roll senses for each one of them, because they can see or think. Of course, the Ragnar has clothes that are different from the clothes that the Changeling has, so they might remember these. So let's roll senses, but let's roll initiative first. So Ragnar, 15, and Ragnar is the third one, and Thomas is with D4, 4, and Phineas D4, it's 18, and Willow D4 too, 6, and the Changeling 5. Cool. Okay, so first, Phineas. So Phineas needs to make a senses check, and as it is dark, I would say that the challenge height or target number is 15 in order to identify the correct Ragnar. And he cannot understand what's going on, so he just needs to act somehow. So he has nature magic. Okay. So what I think that he can do is he can use detect magic, because these creatures are magic. So maybe let me just roll lore just to see if Phineas could think about it, because I do not know. And he rolled a 4. So yeah, I don't think so Phineas that would think about it in the end. So he can just attack, or he can just animate plants again. So let me roll animate plants. So with a d6, 13. Okay, it's a success, and I'm going to roll the die. If 1, 2, 3 is the changeling, 4, 5, 6 is Ragnar. 1, 2, 3 the changeling. So he just decide for one and it's the changeling, and he tries to grab the changeling by using the plants that are in their area, and the changeling needs to beat 10, or otherwise it will be grabbed. 20. So it not only succeed, but it is a critical success. So I think that as the changeling sees this plant trying to grab him again, he was too fast and he just cut this off, destroying the plant that was animated, meaning that if Phineas wants to try this again, he needs to spend another health point. He needs to cast the spell again. So now it is number 3, and number 3 is Ragnar. Ragnar now already has his spear in his hand, and he's going to try to attack. So it's d20 and a d4. 19, almost a critical, but it is enough to cause harm. So the spear causes 1d6 damage, so 2 damage. So let me just take note, 2 damage. Okay, and now is Willow. So Willow will use senses to see if he can seize who Ragnar truly is, and he can't. 7. So 1, 2, 3 changeling, 4, 5, 6 Ragnar, 2 changeling. I should have decided action, but actually I would say oh, just a moment. Willow has alertness, meaning that he has advantage on senses check, so I can roll again, and I need to be 15, and I did it. Okay, so what I can do, Willow can roll lore and try to see, just to see if he can think about the magic, detect the magic approach, but he can't. So fire magic, maybe as he sees, we already rolled that he would target the changeling. I think as he sees that Phineas tried to grab the other Ragnar, I think that he immediately thinks that Phineas know what he was doing, and he's going to cast bolt of fire in the same target. So it's a d20 and a d8. 18. So it's a success, or actually it's a opposing check. He needs to roll agility. So 17. Whoa. Okay, so the changeling takes the damage. Let me see how much. I think it's 1d6 if I'm not wrong. Bolt of fire. Yes, 1d6. So 1d6 damage. 5 damage. Great. 7 in total. It has 15 in total. So, okay. So now it's the changeling. So the changeling is really wounded, and he would need to run. I think last session I just forgot to see if we have. We do have attack of opportunity in this system, because I read somewhere, it's not written in the rules, but in the last session we were fighting golem, and the golem was slow, so I think we wouldn't have the attack of opportunity due to that. But here it doesn't say anything about attack of opportunity. Okay, it doesn't say anything about attack of opportunity. but I think we do have in a character it says which one? I think it's the rogue. The rogue has the skirmish. Is the rogue? Okay, it's the ranger. It's the ranger. Yeah, skirmish. Melee attack and move if not using heavy armor does not provoke opportunity attack. So it means that there is opportunity attack, but there is no. It's not written in the rules. So I think if I move, Ragnar would have opportunity attack, but I think that this is the only thing that this changeling can try to do right now. Otherwise, he will die. So I think he just tried to flee, giving the opportunity to Ragnar to strike him freely. So let me just roll the attack for Ragnar. 17, so 1d6 damage, 5 damage. It goes to 12 damage in total. It has 15. Okay, so it just runs away, but Thomas is going to act, and Thomas has his bow ready to be used, and he's going to shoot with his bow. 6, and he misses. I don't believe it. Come on, Thomas. Yeah, so Thomas just shoots, but the changeling is really fast and it's dark, and it just vanishes. I can try to roll all initiatives again, and maybe the team could just run to see if they can catch it. The changeling rolled 26 in initiative. So Ragnar, let's cock it. Ragnar 18. And let's roll for the other ones. So 12, 19, and 5. Yeah, the changeling runs again. So the changeling is really it's really fast. He's really fast, and he just ran. The only ones that maybe would be able to run with athletics. Phineas has athletics. Willow has athletics. Ragnar as well. Would I run after it? Yeah, I think so. I think Ragnar would. So Ragnar just runs, and he tries to keep his eyes on the changeling. Ragnar has dark vision, so Ragnar can seize it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll for Ragnar and for the changeling, just to see if one can. Yeah, in the end, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to roll athletics for Ragnar and for the changeling, and if Ragnar beats the changeling, he can still see it. But of course, let's see, Ragnar cannot just approach immediately. He will need to succeed several times. Maybe I would say 3 times. So this is the first round. Let's see, 23 and 15. So the changeling is running, and Ragnar is after to it. This is the first one. Second one, it's 10 and 10. So it's the same. I would say 5 times I'm going to roll. And Ragnar already beat it. the first one. The second one was a tie, so maybe I will, yeah, I will just keep it as it is. Let's see. Ragnar needs to beat 3 times. Oh, 2 ones and a 12. So yeah. So Ragnar, as it's a critical miss, it's a critical failure. I would say this one was a success, but now he has 2 fails. So he needs to succeed twice, otherwise he will lose the changeling in the woods. So again, 8 and 8. So nothing happens. Again, 17. So he succeeds in it. The last one. And the changeling just escapes. Okay, Ragnar is not able to run after the changeling that escapes. Okay, so Ragnar goes back to the camp, meet Phineas, Willow, Thomas there, and Verley. It's the night. They couldn't rest too much, unfortunately, so they just slept a few hours, but I wouldn't say that they have any penalties, but definitely Ragnar is wounded and he wouldn't recover any health. The only thing that actually I can do is try to roll the second wind. It's a d6, so he can recover three hit points. Yeah, that's it. So we move to this hex now. We are in the morning, so we move to this hex and let's roll navigate. It's 16. We already know this path. I can just roll if we have any encounters, and we do not have anything. We already know about this lake, that it's a good place to eat something, to rest for a few minutes actually. And then we move to the city and with Verley, and yeah, we reach our destination. So we had a escort quest in the end when we were exploring it. The changeling is out there. We couldn't find it. It's not our business anymore. Verley is here. I have no clue how much she would pay them, but as she has some reputation and she's kind of rich as well, I think she could pay a good amount of money. Let's see the treasure table. If I go to page 46, we have these average, salvage, and treasure. Oh, treasure is a lot. Should I roll? Should I roll? I'm going to just say average, but I'm going to roll a d20, and it's going to be 30 silver pieces. 30 silver pieces. So they receive these as a reward, and it's not much. I'm going to roll again. Oh, actually 30 silver pieces for each. Yeah, I'm going to do this because we just sold that creature for 770. So she said that she would pay handsomely. Have I said this correctly? So 30 for each, meaning that we have now 109 silver pieces in total here, but we do have silver pieces individually in um, their bags too. Okay, great. So now we have this changeling there too. Not sure if we are going to meet this again, but the group now is in the settlement. We already know the name, Whiteworth, and I think that's it for today. Yeah. So once again, I hope you like it. Feel free to add in the comments any feedback, if something should be improved or any idea for what might happen to it would be great. And I think that for the next session, of course, they will spend some days in the settlement. They will probably talk about this temple, this sanctuary, this shrine. I'm not sure what it is, but the golem that they have found there, it's too powerful. Maybe other adventurers will try to go there, but maybe for the next time we can just go and explore this area here. Yeah, let's see. So that's it. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.